On February 20, 2026, a fateful day cast a pall of sorrow over Hollywood and the world. Dawn's light crept through the towering palm trees, illuminating the granite-paved streets of Beverly Hills, but the atmosphere was no longer as vibrant as usual. Instead, a heavy silence, an invisible sadness enveloped everything as news of the sudden passing of Denzel Washington, the irreplaceable icon of cinema, spread like an earthquake. At the age of 72, following an unexpected accident at his beloved home, Denzel had permanently departed this world, leaving an unfillable void in the hearts of his fans and the film industry. The passing of Denzel Washington was not only the loss of a movie star but also the loss of a talented, virtuous man who always lived life to the fullest for his passion. The accident occurred on a peaceful afternoon, in his most private and familiar space, the library of his family's luxurious Beverly Hills home. Denzel and Pauletta Washington's home was a sprawling villa, designed in a Mediterranean architectural style, with smooth lines, graceful arches, and walls painted in a pristine white. The vast grounds were covered with lush green gardens, featuring towering palm trees, vibrant flower beds, and a crystal-clear swimming pool. The library, where fate struck, was a special space, clearly reflecting Denzel's personality and interests. The large room was filled with natural light thanks to large windows overlooking the garden. The walls were lined with polished ebony wood, creating a luxurious and cozy space. Tall bookshelves, stretching from floor to ceiling, held thousands of books of various genres, from classical literature to philosophy, history, and biographies. At the center of the room was a large granite table with refined natural veining. On the table were a classic brass desk lamp, a vase of fresh flowers, and a few open books. Around the table were comfortable armchairs, upholstered in premium leather, creating an ideal space for reading and relaxation. On the walls hung paintings and portraits of famous figures that Denzel admired, along with family photos, capturing happy moments in his life. The library was not just a place to store books but also a living space where Denzel spent a lot of time exploring, discovering, and reflecting on life. It was where he found peace and inspiration, where he cultivated his intellect and soul. The accident occurred around 4 p.m. when Denzel was alone in the library. The weather that day was quite nice, with soft sunlight shining through the windows. Denzel had just finished a light physical exercise session and decided to spend some time reading. According to initial information, he was selecting a book from the shelf. Several factors may have contributed to the accident. First, at 72, Denzel's body may not have been as agile as before. Although he remained in good health, physical changes due to age were unavoidable. Second, the lighting in the room may have caused illusions or reduced his vision. Third, the floor surface could have been slippery, especially after cleaning. Finally, there may have been a fleeting moment of imbalance, leading to him slipping. As soon as Pauletta heard a loud noise and Denzel's frantic cries, she quickly ran into the library. She found Denzel lying motionless on the floor, with a head injury. She immediately called the family's security team and private medical staff. The security team arrived on the scene within minutes. They checked Denzel's condition and performed initial first aid. The medical staff quickly assessed his condition and noticed signs of a cerebral hemorrhage. They inserted a breathing tube and took measures to stabilize Denzel's condition before taking him to the hospital. The ambulance arrived and transported Denzel to Cedars-Sinai Hospital, one of the leading medical centers in Los Angeles, equipped with modern doctors and medical equipment. The doctors conducted tests and scans to assess the extent of brain damage. They found a skull fracture and a severe cerebral hemorrhage. The doctors decided to perform emergency surgery to remove the blood clot and reduce pressure on the brain. The surgery lasted for many hours, with the participation of a team of professional surgeons. However, due to the extent of the damage, the doctors could not save Denzel. He passed away in the evening of the same day, in the arms of his family. If any forensic investigation, hypothetically, were to be conducted, investigators would focus on determining the exact cause of the accident and ruling out the possibility of any external factors causing the accident. They might consider the following factors. The scene. Examining the scene to determine the exact location where Denzel fell, assessing the condition of the floor, lighting, and surrounding objects. Medical records. Reviewing medical records to assess Denzel's health condition at the time of the accident, including his medical history and medications he was taking. Witnesses. Interviewing witnesses, including Pauletta, the security team, and medical staff, to gather information about what happened. Autopsy. Hypothetically. Conducting an autopsy, hypothetically, to determine the exact cause of death and rule out the possibility of any external factors causing the injury. In this case, it seems the accident was an accidental event, with no external factors involved. However, investigators would still conduct a thorough investigation to ensure that no evidence was overlooked. Denzel Washington's passing caused shock around the world. Immediately after the news was announced, millions of people expressed their condolences and shared memories of him. Social media was flooded with tributes, photos, and videos of his performances and memorable moments in his career. A series of celebrities within and outside the film industry expressed their deep sorrow over the passing of Denzel Washington. Morgan Freeman. Denzel was a legend, a friend, and a role model for all of us. I had the honor of working with him in several films, and I always admired his talent, professionalism, and kindness. He was one of the greatest actors of all time, and he will be remembered forever. Samuel L. Jackson. Denzel was a friend, a colleague, and a brother. I learned so much from him throughout my career. He was always a professional, dedicated, and always strived to deliver the best performances. He will leave a big void in all our hearts. Oprah Winfrey. I am deeply saddened by the passing of Denzel Washington. He was one of the people I admired most in my life. He was a talented actor, a wonderful person, and an inspiration to millions of people around the world. I send my deepest condolences to his family. Barack Obama. Denzel Washington was one of America's greatest artists. He used his talent to tell stories of the struggle, victory, and resilience of the human spirit. He was a role model for many, especially people of color. He will be remembered forever. Leonardo DiCaprio. I am deeply saddened by the passing of Denzel Washington. He was one of the actors I admired most. I learned a lot from him throughout my career. He was a talented, humble, and inspirational person. He will be remembered forever. Meryl Streep. Denzel Washington was one of the greatest actors I have ever known. He was a talented, professional, and kind-hearted person. I had the honor of working with him in a few films, and I always admired his talent and dedication. He will be remembered forever. These condolences from celebrities show the respect and admiration that Denzel Washington received from his colleagues in the industry. He was not only a talented actor but also a friend, a teacher, and an inspiration to many. The passing of Denzel Washington is a great loss to the film industry. He was one of the most influential actors in film history, and he contributed greatly to the development of the art form. His passing will leave a big void in the film world. Filmmakers and audiences will no longer enjoy his outstanding performances. Young actors will no longer have a role model to learn from and emulate. The film industry will face a major challenge in finding successors to the talent and influence of Denzel Washington. However, Denzel Washington's legacy will live on. His films will continue to be watched and loved by many generations. His spirit, the spirit of dedication, courage, humility, and love, will continue to be a source of inspiration for artists and audiences. Denzel Washington had a special influence on the African American community and other minority communities. He was one of the most successful black actors in film history, and he used his talent to tell stories of the struggle, victory, and resilience of black people. He became a role model for many black people, especially young people. He proved that black people could achieve success in any field, including the film industry. He inspired many black people to pursue their dreams and overcome racial barriers and discrimination. Denzel Washington's passing is a great loss to the African American community and other minority communities. He was an icon, an inspiration, and a hero. He will be remembered forever for his contributions to the community and to the world. Social media has become a place for people to share their thoughts, feelings, and memories of Denzel Washington. However, besides tributes and condolences, there were also debates and mixed comments. Some people criticized Denzel Washington for roles they felt did not suit his image, or for career decisions with which they disagreed. However, these opinions accounted for only a small portion of the total comments. Most comments on social media expressed respect and admiration for Denzel Washington. People shared memories of their favorite roles, inspiring speeches, and his contributions to the community. They also shared images and videos of him, to remember a talented and respectable person. The debates and comments on social media show the diversity of views on Denzel Washington. However, it is important that the participants all share the same sentiment: love and respect for a legend of cinema. Denzel Washington's career was an extraordinary journey, from small roles on stage to the position of one of the world's leading movie stars. He left a priceless legacy for the film industry and inspired millions of people around the world. Glory, 1989. The role of Private Tripp in the film about the American Civil War earned Denzel Washington his first Oscar for Best Supporting Actor. This was an impressive role, showing the inner turmoil, resilience, and self-respect of a black soldier in a racially divided society. Denzel excellently expressed the complex emotions of the character, from anger and resentment to sacrifice and loyalty. Malcolm X, 1992. The role of civil rights activist Malcolm X affirmed Denzel Washington's position as a leading actor. The film, directed by Spike Lee, recreated the turbulent life of Malcolm X, from a street criminal to a spiritual leader. Denzel transformed into the role excellently, expressing the changes in thinking, the decisiveness in action, and the vision of Malcolm X. This role earned him an Oscar nomination for Best Actor. Philadelphia, 1993. In this film, Denzel Washington played a black lawyer who helped a gay man with AIDS sue his company for discrimination. This role showed Denzel's ability to portray characters with complex personalities and his ability to convey messages of tolerance, justice, and humanity. The Hurricane, 1999. Denzel Washington transformed into boxer Reuben "Hurricane" Carter, who was wrongly convicted of murder. The film recreated Carter's tumultuous life and his struggle to prove his innocence. Denzel excellently portrayed Carter's resilience, will, and determination, earning him another Oscar nomination. Training Day, 2001. The role of the corrupt police officer Alonzo Harris in this film earned Denzel Washington his second Oscar, this time for Best Actor. This was a bold role, showing the dark side of power and human corruption. Denzel excellently portrayed the cruelty, cunning, and charisma of this character, creating one of the most memorable roles in his career. Man on Fire, 2004. In this action film, Denzel played a former CIA agent assigned to protect a young girl in Mexico. This was an action role full of tension and drama, showing Denzel's ability to portray strong and decisive roles. American Gangster, 2007. Denzel played Frank Lucas, a black drug lord in the 1970s. The film is a realistic picture of the criminal underworld, with dramatic action scenes and unexpected plot twists. Denzel excellently portrayed the coldness, intelligence, and ruthlessness of this character. The Book of Eli, 2010. In a post-apocalyptic world, Denzel played Eli, a wandering warrior carrying the last Bible. The film is a story of faith, hope, and salvation, with beautiful action scenes and profound messages about the Spirit. Flight, 2012. Denzel played a pilot with a drinking problem, who performed a miraculous landing, saving hundreds of passengers. The film is a story of atonement, self-confrontation, and the struggle with temptation. Fences, 2016. Denzel both starred in and directed this film, adapted from August Wilson's play of the same name. The film tells the story of a black man, a former baseball player, and the complex relationships in his family. This was a touching role, showing Denzel's diverse acting abilities, as well as his ability to tell stories about people. These roles are only a small part of Denzel Washington's vast career. Each role shows his talent, diversity, and dedication to the art of acting. He created vivid characters, with depth, and left deep impressions in the hearts of audiences. Besides his acting talent, Denzel Washington is also a talented producer and director. He established his own production company, MJC Productions, and produced many successful films, such as Antoine Fisher, 2002, The Great Debaters, 2007, and Fences, 2016. As a director, Denzel Washington showed his excellent storytelling ability and his ability to work with actors. He created films of high artistic value, while also conveying profound messages about people and society. Antoine Fisher, 2002. The film is the story of a young man who went through a difficult childhood and found salvation through finding his family. Denzel showed empathy and sensitivity in storytelling, creating a touching and meaningful film. The Great Debaters, 2007. The film tells the story of a debating team from a black university in Texas in the 1930s, and their journey to overcome racial barriers and discrimination. Denzel created an inspiring film, showing the resilience and will of people who want to pursue their dreams. Fences, 2016. Denzel both directed and starred in this film, adapted from August Wilson's play of the same name. The film is a story of family, love, and broken dreams. Denzel created a touching film, with wonderful performances and profound messages about people. Denzel Washington's career has been widely recognized by awards and the accolades of professionals and audiences. Academy Awards. Denzel Washington won 2 Oscars for Best Supporting Actor, Glory, 1989, and Best Actor, Training Day, 2001. He also received 8 other nominations, showing the Academy of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences' recognition of his talent. Golden Globe Awards. Denzel Washington won 3 Golden Globes for Best Actor, Malcolm X, 1992, The Hurricane, 1999. He also received 8 other nominations, expressing the recognition of the Hollywood Foreign Press Association. Screen Actors Guild Awards. Denzel Washington won a Screen Actors Guild Award for Best Actor, Training Day, 2001. BAFTA Awards. Denzel Washington won a BAFTA Award for Best Supporting Actor, Glory, 1989. In addition, Denzel Washington also received many other awards and recognition, including awards from Film Critics Associations, Film Festival Awards, and awards honoring his career. Denzel Washington's career has undergone significant changes over time. Initially, he was known for roles in television and on stage. Then, he transitioned to film acting and quickly became a star. In the early years of his career, Denzel Washington often took on roles that showed the resilience, courage, and self-respect of Black people. Later, he tried more diverse roles, showing the complexity and depth of people. The changes in Denzel Washington's career show his maturity as an actor and his efforts to explore new possibilities. He has continuously challenged himself, and has created unique and memorable roles. Denzel Washington's acting style is a unique combination of strength, subtlety, and honesty. He has the ability to express complex emotions naturally, and he always creates vivid and in-depth characters. Thorough preparation. He always prepares thoroughly for his roles, by researching the character, learning about the context, and practicing the necessary skills. Character immersion. He has the ability to immerse himself in the character perfectly, expressing the emotions and behaviors of the character naturally. Diversity. He has the ability to portray diverse roles, from heroic roles to villainous roles, from humorous roles to tragic roles. Honesty. He always expresses his emotions honestly, creating characters that can be empathized with and shared. Denzel Washington's distinctive acting style has helped him become one of the greatest actors of all time. He has left a priceless legacy for the film industry, and he will be remembered forever for his outstanding performances. Denzel Washington is not only a movie star, but also a husband, father, and a family man. His personal life is always kept private, but his loved ones are always the greatest source of encouragement and support in his career and life. Denzel Washington has been married to Pauletta Washington since 1983. They met on the set of the television film Wilma in 1977 and quickly fell in love. Their relationship has gone through many challenges, but they have always been together, sharing the joys and sorrows of life. Thank you for watching the video. Please like, share and subscribe to help me have more motivation to make other better videos. See you.